It's important to learn about things before you decide if you worship it or not. Like to learn the whole story about something before you decide to worship it or not. Now, this message is an ego test for a whole bunch of people. Can you handle the truth? Is the name of this message. It's called Projecting False Realities. Can you handle the truth that Coco Chanel was a Nazi sympathizer? Now, rather than get mad at me for saying this, and I'm the boombox, I'm picking up the boombox because you hate the song it's playing and smash it against the wall. Can you handle the truth? Coco Chanel was a Nazi sympathizer. What does that mean? Now, here's where people can say, oh, well, no, she was sign of the times, she had a business, and she was just had to pretend to like Nazis. No, Coco Chanel was an anti-Semite. She had a Jewish partner during World War II, and she was all, hell yeah, I get behind Nazis. Yeah, here's my Jewish partner. Go take him away so I can have the whole business. Yeah, she dressed up in her fancy Coco Chanel dresses and went to Nazi parties because she had a Nazi boyfriend. She was a Nazi. So do we understand that Coco Chanel was a Nazi sympathizer? And a Nazi sympathizer means, I'm not part of the official Nazi party. I don't wear Nazi costumes. But I'm an anti-Semite and I get behind the whole movement. So she wasn't just trying to protect her business or anything. No, she was going to the Nazi parties where her Nazi boyfriend was and spouting out all this anti-Semitic Nazi bullshit. She was a narcissist, a liar. She never created jersey knit, no. She bought a bolt of it on clearance and just made up a story about it. She was never the original creator of the little black dress. That's just branding. There's this false brand that came over, in Europe, people knew who Coco Chanel was. Over in the United States, people didn't. So they created this false brand about her. But the hardcore truth and facts are Coco Chanel was a Nazi sympathizer. She went to Nazi parties with Nazi dignitaries. She had a Nazi boyfriend. She was a liar, a cheater. That's why it's important that we learn about something and we find out the whole story instead of project a false reality and turn somebody into something that they're not. And somebody, they may be Jewish too, had something Chanel stolen from them. Just know this. Yeah, they may have felt very violated. Yeah, Spirit removed that from your life for a reason. What side of the blueberry are you on? What does that mean? What side of the blueberry am I on? There's this clip that Spirit wants us to learn about Coco Chanel, about projecting false realities. and to ask everyone, what side of the blueberry are you on? It's a clip called The Unbearable Lightness of Being a Nazi. And it's, where does the line of responsibility end? And they're talking about all these Nazi bitches, all these Nazi chicks, the operator chicks that were rolling in on the bus in their sleek Nazi costumes, sitting next to Nazi dudes getting ready to go to work at the concentration camp. Yeah. Were those bitches running the phones, doing the tasks and whatnot, were they just as culpable as the fucking Nazis? The dudes. These chicks, yeah, somebody found, when one of the camps got liberated, somebody found a photo album of the Nazis partying, eating blueberries, these fucking Nazi bitches who loved being popular. They loved wearing their outfits, going into the local stores and everybody standing at attention. Big fat fucking bullies who loved being a bitch. Yeah, there's pictures of them crying because these containers of blueberries that they were eating were all gone. And so they're doing pictures, oh, poor me. Yeah. While the whole time, 10 minutes away, people were getting murdered. Do you still have an empathetic cord? Who were you in a past life? Are you a user and a taker? What side of the blueberry are you on? That's what Spirit wants us all to think about. Do you just blindly follow something because you're told it's cool? We've all thought about it. What would I have done? What would I have done during that time? Do we just believe what we want to believe? Or do we demand the truth? And if the truth triggers our own ego, do we hide the truth because it makes us feel uncomfortable? Or do we accept the truth for what it is? Do we get mad at the messenger for telling the truth because we may have projected a false reality on something? Is it appropriate to pick up the boombox and slam it against the wall if you don't like the song that Spirit is playing called The Truth? A lot of AP energy class today.